What's up, guys? Rob Shoegraph here with 3 Storm Fitness. I want to talk to you today about why you want to exercise your neck. Okay? You best protect your neck. You best protect your neck. Smoke on the mic like Smoking Joe Frazier. That's Wu-Tang Clan. It's a great song. You're into that sort of thing. But it's a great message, more importantly. Wu-Tang is kind of known for their just positive messages. And protect your neck is very, I'm stupid. Protect your neck is a good message. Why do we want to protect our neck? Like if you look at me, I'm going to go in no particular order here. My neck is kind of tall and slender. I guess, that's what I'm told. My jiu-jitsu instructor, Carlos Mendez, he says, you get the perfect, he's like, he almost like says it with like lust in his eyes almost. He's like, man, you get the perfect neck for just choking. Anyways, I don't have that big of a neck, so if you're watching this video, you're like, wait, I'm not going to listen to what this guy has to say about the neck, because look at his neck. It's not that big. It's fine. I'm comfortable with it. I don't mind taking off my turtleneck at the beach. Man, I'm on a roll today, guys. So let's talk about the neck. It's not about size. I know that's what people with skinny necks say, but it's not about the size. I said neck. It's not about size. It's not just about size. Size is important. Size, it's about strength, and I'll talk about size. Let's talk about size now. So muscle size in general, regardless of whether it's your neck or anywhere else. Strength, I'm talking about strength now. Follow me. Strength is basically your ability to coordinate contractions of your muscles in a coordinated manner. Okay? So basically you're able to turn them on and relax them at will. It's basically either on or off. So the more you can grab at the right time, the more you can turn on at the right time, the stronger theoretically you'll be. So the more muscle you have, the more fibers you have to work with, theoretically, as long as you're coordinated, as long as you're strong, as long as you can turn those on, you will be stronger. So yes, strength, size of muscle and muscles in general, hypertrophy does have an impact on strength, but it's not to be confused with strength itself. That might not make any sense. Keep following me though. Having a giant neck is what I'm trying to say. Having a giant neck does not mean you have a strong neck necessarily. If you have a big, football players, wrestlers, I guarantee you they have a much stronger neck than the common public. There's no doubt about it. But it's not necessarily all it's cracked up to be. First of all, one thing I learned, talking to my buddy Ryan Menny, he used to train an ENT. We were talking about neck strength the other day and having just a big, huge neck. He said the ENT told him that he sees more. This is information far removed from me. I'm just picking this. This is anecdotal as far as I'm concerned, but it made a lot of sense. ENT told him that he sees just as many people for apnea issues, breathing issues, who are very strong, fit by all other measures, athletes with huge necks, as he does your typical person you might think would have like sleep apnea, like a big giant overweight person. And it's because, from what I understand, mass is mass on your neck. As far as your breathing is concerned, mass is mass. So as nice, as cool as it looks, and as functional as it could be on the field, having a giant neck could potentially have downsides if that's true, and I have no reason to believe it's not. I don't want to scare people away from developing your neck. You have to really work hard, just like any muscle. You don't just I remember this, there's a meme with John Cena dressed in drag, and it's like, I don't know if you've seen it, it's like, this is what happens when women touch weights. It's like, you're not just going to blow up. Your neck's not going to blow up because you do a few yes-nos, or you train with the iron neck. I'm going to talk about that in another video. I'm super excited about it. Or you train with the iron neck. You're not going to just have a huge neck. You got to really work for that, okay? So you're not going to have it unless you really, really want it. And even if you still want it, for you small calf havers out there, it's tough to develop something even if you're really working at it. So don't worry about having too big of a neck. You're going to be okay. What's really important about having a strong neck is being strong, just like any muscle for this matter, but especially in the neck, because I can't remember if I already said it, but the number one predictor of brain trauma, of preventing brain trauma, preventing concussions, is having a strong neck. Did I already say that? I've shot like 50 videos today. I don't know. But it's worth hearing again. So a strong neck is going to be, and strong muscles in general, being strong without sticking points also, that's the issue of mobility. Being strong and mobile regardless of where you are in the range of motion, whether it's the top end, just starting off, just tiny little movements, mid-range, wherever, you need to be strong. Just because you can, for instance, whatever. Just because you're strong in one particular range of motion does not mean that you're strong throughout the entire movement. And since strength is tied directly to injury prevention, you need to be strong throughout everything. Does that make sense? It should. Hopefully it does. Another thing is just your ability. You need to have a smart neck, not just strong, but smart. You got to be able to turn it on. You got to be able to use it. What I mean, I'm going to give a couple wild examples here. First, I think about the first time I started doing pull-ups, really getting into it, was stacking reps on. I could get like 5-7 pull-ups, which is fine, but I wanted to get more, and I just doing all this accessory work to try to access my lats, so to speak. It's a little bit of bodybuilder talk, but like trying to get that mind-muscle connection. And when I found it, when I got my lats turned on, I just immediately jumped up several reps that day. It's like, because I had this whole other source of muscle to work with, and I was able to just call it at will. It almost sounds like it's magic. It was magical. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, just take my word for it. Another thing, I really started, I've always had a big butt, but not necessarily a strong posterior chain. Once I started really hammering my hamstrings and my glutes, I took off one time. I was in church softball. I'd been doing a ton of kettlebell swings, and my butt was getting stronger, and I remember taking off down the first baseline, and I was just like, holy crap, I'm flying. And I could just feel my muscles firing. That's what I'm talking about. Harry Houdini. Yeah, let's go there. Harry Houdini, you know how he died? I think, and I did a 4th grade report, so I'm a little older now. I was 9 years old, I'm 36 now. But if I remember right, in my 4th grade report, Harry Houdini died by getting punched in the gut. He got punched in the stomach because he used to challenge. He was a super strong guy. Look at his pictures. He looked strong. He was strong. He was able to turn on, use any muscle he wanted to. And so he used to challenge people, ghost them, just blast them in the gut. And he was able to take just about any blow they could deliver. Well, he wasn't ready one time. This college, I think it was a college football player, some big dude, jacked him. He wasn't prepared. He didn't have his core contracted properly. And I think he died of internal bleeding. So the point is, you could have big muscles, you could have strong muscles, but if they're not on, if you're not using them, they might as well be worthless. You might as well just be dead, like Harry Houdini. It's dark. So we want our necks to be strong. If you're watching this right now, I almost guarantee you have some sort of sticking point. Somebody calls your name, maybe you're working in the kitchen, somebody calls your name, you go, yeah, that happens. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm making a joke, but it happens. That's how people get hurt all the time. You want to go out on the football field, you want to go out on the mats, whatever your sport is, you take a hit. Forget being in the kitchen, somebody calling your name. You take a hit from some, 250, take a hit from a guy my size coming at you 15 miles per hour. Dude, you're just screwed. You're totally screwed. So your neck has to be ready for it. The cool thing about the neck, if you notice when people are running, actually I've known a couple people who run like this, and it's really weird. But most people, they're not bobbleheads. Your head, you hear it's an old kind of adage, like you control somebody's head, you control their body. It's the same kind of thing. Your neck is almost always on, but it's not always being really used properly. And it's not always being taken to the right range of motion. Again, I'm kind of getting into bro science territory. I don't know exactly what's going on there bodily, but I do know that you can't neglect your neck. Okay, so I just covered all sorts of stuff in no particular order, random. Just take this. If you take nothing else out of this, you need to not neglect your neck. So what does that mean? It means you can do things like yes, no's. Those will get you a long way. Warm-ups. Let's start there. Let's just start with basics. Do this. For every workout, look left to right. I don't know, 10, 20 times. Look up and down, just standing or sitting, whatever. Up and down. When you go down, tuck your chin. Don't just look down like this. You might even feel it in your lower back. You gotta protect your neck, protect your back. Tuck your chin like you're holding a pencil under your chin. Up, down. We'll look left, right. What do you think? Side to side a little bit. Figure eights. Back, tuck your chin, forward. Go through all those motions. Just do that every day. You'll notice a difference. If you want to take it to the next level, lay on your back. Do the exact same thing. Lay on your back and do all those same motions, especially I mentioned it probably twice already in this video. Nose, where your head's up a little bit off the floor, and you're going no, back and forth. Full range of motion. Sorry, that was a yes. No, that was no. Yes. I don't know myself and down. All right? That's another way to get there. You'll get a nice, strong neck. You're not going to get a huge neck. Don't worry about it. You're going to have a strong, functional neck, and you'll just feel better. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. Or if you want to take it to the next level, you get something like the iron neck here. I'm going to talk more about the iron neck. I'm going to make a lot of iron neck videos. I'm excited about this. This is just like state-of-the-art neck development on a safe level. I am a little bit biased, I'll admit. They sent me one to play with, and I'm super thrilled about it. But I am going to give, I told them, I'm like, as long as you guys are cool with me being honest about everything I like about it and everything I don't like about it, then please send it to me because I'm dying to play with one of these things. But I will give real feedback as I see it. So don't worry, I'm not just going to sugarcoat it. Unless it's worthy of sugarcoating, then I will. So the whole point of this video, this is a tirade. I'm going long, but do not neglect your neck. Do something. It doesn't mean you have to like rush out to the gym and grab a harness with chains on it and doing heavy. It doesn't mean you have to do neck bridges and things like that. Just take your neck through a series of range of motion. Take it through movements. A little bit of resistance. Like I said, the yes nos. It's a cheap way to just kind of get started. You're fighting gravity a little bit. It's going to be enough. You get like 50. Dude, go ahead right now. Freaking turn off this video. You lay on the floor. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm sure I've lost everybody watching this video at this point because 13 minutes of talking about a neck. But lay on the floor and do nose like this. Back and forth. Do 50 of those right now. And do yeses. Again, tuck your chin. 50 of those. 50 and 50. You will feel it. It doesn't take much. Like I said, I'm super thrilled to be talking about the iron neck. I'm going to be making more videos for that. I'll let you know what you can do with that. But yeah, guys, get out there and, or don't get out there. Just turn this video off and start working your neck. Just take care of yourself. All right? Guys, I'm Rob Shuka, 3 Stone Fitness. Please subscribe to my videos. I want you to have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for, subscribe. Did I say that? Subscribe to my videos, especially if you want to know more about the iron neck. I'm not advertising it. I'm very, like I said, I'm happy to have one to play with. So I'm going to maybe making some more videos for that. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See ya.